Hello, everyone. At the book launch last week, I did a couple of readings for the lovely guests who were there, and I thought it would be kind of fun if I did the same thing for you. This is from my latest book, My Story, My Song. Yes, that's me on the front cover. It's a couple of years ago, as you might guess. And anyhow, I wanted to tell you about a time the Canada Cement Company had bought out a number of farms in the area where I grew up, and my farm, my dad's farm, was one of them. And that meant from the time I was 10 years old, we had this great, big, huge company that was digging up farmlands and digging down into all the limestone and so on that was there. There was a big crusher down there. The railroad track went right through and took all this stuff to wherever. And it was pretty exciting for us kids. Well, of course, we were warned we were never supposed to go anywhere near all of that. But we were kids. Once in a while, the lure of all that activity a half-mile down the road was more than we children could put up with, and we would sneak off to explore. There was a makeshift restaurant that had sprung up on the other side of the tracks, and it called to us. One night, Mom and Dad had left us to our own devices, the older kids looking after the younger ones, and money in our pockets. Wayne and I headed off down the road. High adventure for a 12-year-old and an 11-year-old. Every time we saw a car, we jumped in the ditch, about 6 to 8 feet deep since the road had been rebuilt, and hid till they went by. We were taking no chances. What if Mom and Dad came home and caught us? A couple of false alarms, and we were walking along by the bright lights of the plant. The crusher was ghostly in a cloud of dust, where they were breaking up the huge boulders of limestone in the cement-making process. And those huge Euclid trucks constantly dumped and went for more. We tried to be invisible. One of those strangers would surely tell Mom and Dad where we had been. Finally, we got to the restaurant. Bare walls, bare light bulbs, huge counter with stools and rickety table. Decor was a word for the future, it seemed. A couple of seedy guys sitting at the counter glanced our way. Oh no, they're going to tell. We ordered something, fries and who knows what, and hurried out into the night, munching as we went. By now, we were getting really freaked, so we hurried up the road towards home. About a quarter mile from our laneway, we noticed headlights behind us and jumped into the ditch, fries and all. The car slowed down, and we crashed through the fence and pounded through the pasture, anywhere to get away from the imagined danger. The car went on and turned into our lane. Oh my, it was Mom and Dad. We were in for it now. We circled across the field to the field lane and hurried up past the barn towards the house. Hearts thumping, we sauntered inside. When challenged, we played the innocents and were sent off to bed. Although today I'm sure our parents knew where we had been. Perhaps they had an inkling how scary this little foray had been. We never did that again.